Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andreea, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to create this very nudish makeup look I'm wearing right now. This is extremely simple to create. Minus the lashes. If you already know how to apply them, that's great. If you don't, this look is absolutely beautiful without the lashes as well. The eyeshadow colors that I was using in today's video, I think they're so beautiful, timeless, and suitable for so many skin tones. The same with the lipstick. This is my most favorite formula when it comes to liquid lipsticks. So stay tuned to see how I've created this look. Before we get into it, subscribe, click on the ring bell button. It would help me and it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you'd like to see how I've created this look, then please keep on watching. In this video, I'm going to use the Dr. Barbara Sturm Glow Drops. And I've got the small version. This is great to be used on its own, days when you don't really feel like applying any makeup. This has absolutely no color, no shimmer. It just gives a very beautiful glow to the skin due to the fact that it's very moisturizing. There is a different way that I've started to apply my complexion, and that is by applying the contour, the cream contour first. And today I'm going to use this Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, and the brush I'm using is this concealer brush from Sigma. This is crazy warm. Normally when I contour, I use colors that are much cooler than this, but I plan to actually use a very warm undertone foundation due to the fact that I've got this self tan on that's very warm and that I like. If you don't like this, I get you, but I like it. I have a more of an in-depth video about this technique. I'll put the link right here. I'm going to also contour the nose. I basically do two very close straight lines on the nose that I'm going to blend later. This product does not provide you any coverage at all. It's just color, and that's it. Same product, I apply it on top of the lip and also under my lower lip. This is going to give the illusion of bigger, fuller lips without necessarily overlining your lips. Now the next step is foundation, and I'm going to use this Luminous Silk foundation from Giorgio Armani. This is a good old favorite foundation of mine. Kat Von D brush. And I apply the foundation wherever I have no contour. Alright, now with the same brush, I go over the parts where I have that contour. So on the forehead. The reason why I apply it under the foundation is because I find that it just blends better and more like trackless. Like there is no track of contour when you're using it like this. A trick that I like to do is when I apply self-tan lotion all over my body, I also apply it on the ears. Of course, I could apply it on the face as well, but the reason why I don't apply it on the face is because first, I use a lot of exfoliators, so we would fade much faster than my body anyway. And second of all, self-tanning lotions are pretty drying for the skin, but use it on the ears. This way, when you apply a darker foundation, you don't have to apply foundation on your ear because that's annoying. And I don't know about you, but I live in Paris where it's very cold right now, so I use a lot of scarves. Next is concealer. I'm gonna use for the very first time on my channel the Marc Jacobs concealer, the new one. Well, it's new for me again. This is the Accomplice concealer, and I'm using the color Light 26. It's not the very first time I use this concealer, however, it's the very first time I use it on YouTube. So what I do is with my ring finger, I basically just push the foundation and spread it in this area, like right under the eyes and on the sides of the nose, because that's going to give the illusion that the nose is a little bit more narrow. The reason why I spread it with the fingers is also because The warmth of my fingers is going to just make it a little bit more flexible. Just what's left on my finger, I like to apply a bit on the eyelids and the brow bone, but just like the slightest bit. Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. And this is a Sonia G Mini Cheek Brush. First, I make sure there's no product that crease. I'm doing patting motions. And I like to set the center part of my face, you know the drill. Around the mouth, a little bit on the nose, sides of the nose. And that is it. I don't typically set this part of the face because I like it glowy, and I don't have a problem with my foundation fading throughout the day. But if you find that your foundation kind of fades and you look in like 2 hours and you're like, damn, like where's my foundation? Maybe you need to set it with a tiny little bit of powder. Next step, I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. And I'm going to use this MAC 137 brush. This is such a great brush for bronzer, especially for those of you who have imperfections in this area where you usually apply the bronzer, because this being so like fluffy and like not too dense, it's not going to grab onto those imperfections, you know? I'm using a super light amount of this. I did my eyebrows off the camera because I've already showed you this step a million times. I was using the Glossier Brow Flick. This is such a natural looking product. Now moving on with the eyes, I will use this absolutely beautiful eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I think this is great for so many skin tones. I'm gonna start with this color right here. Now I'm trying to make like a more defined crease, so I'm taking a flat brush that is more like precise at the tip, and I'm sketching the crease. And I'm gonna take this Sigma E58 brush, again a flat brush but a little bit more narrow, and it has this round end right here that helps me a lot to take the same eyeshadow, this matte, the only matte one in the palette actually, apply it right at the corner like so. Then I'm taking a small pencil brush and start diffusing this color. And then I will take this bronzer, whatever bronzer you have, whatever bronzer you're going to use on your face, use it to diffuse this color right here. Now again, I'll take that first flat brush that I've used in the crease and apply the same eyeshadow at the base of my lashes, but very, very close. Diffuse this color with the bronzer. And now I'm going to take this color right here and I'm going to apply it on all of this space that I've got on the mobile lid where I didn't apply anything. MAC 243 brush, I'm taking the lightest color in the palette and apply it in the inner corner. The color that I didn't use yet was this one, so I really wanted to use all of them. I'm taking it with my finger, and then this will give a slightly more of a mauvey grayish tone to this eyeshadow. Now I'm going to use the Sephora Black Ink Classic line felt liner. It really doesn't matter what you're using in this step because as long as it's black, it's thin, and you could do this black line only at the base of your lashes. No flick, nothing like that. You know, it works. You guys know how amazing the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara is. It's absolutely fantastic. However, if you use it with a primer, it's just next level lashes. And this is going to protect your lashes. It's going to make them bigger, longer, thicker, fuller. So use this first. Wait a few seconds. Now I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. This is like next level. I like to use my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash on the lower lashes because it's a tiny little wand. You can coat every single one of your lashes with mascara. But this is not just for lower lashes. You could absolutely use it, you know, as an everyday, natural, very natural kind of mascara. Now the next step is lip liner, and for this look I was thinking about giving you two options in case you are lighter skin tone or darker skin tone. If you're lighter skin tone, I would recommend you to use Strip Down from MAC. If you're darker, Cork from MAC. I could use them both. Check this out. First, Strip Down. Now Cork I apply right at the edge. Great if you want to create that 90s lip. I would recommend you to use only Strip Down if you are a lighter skin tone and if you want a softer look. Then I'll go on with this Il Maquillage lipstick in Matte Dreamy. This is one of my absolute favorite formulas for liquid lipsticks. As you probably have seen, I don't really use liquid lipsticks. I don't like the way I feel with them. But this formula is just so good. And check out this color. Next is blush, and I'll use this Ginger from Laura Mercier. Honestly, Laura Mercier killed it with these blushes. They are probably my favorite formula in terms of powder blushes. I'll use it with this Refer brush in 05. Again, an amazing brand for brushes. Since I did not powder in here, I'm not gonna do this kind of swiping motions, more like dabbing, tapping. Now for the glow, because I really want to give my skin a little bit of a little bit more glow. If you haven't gotten this yet, this is one of my favorite liquid highlighters. This can be used on the face and also like on the shoulders, on the décolleté. Beauty Light Wand, easy highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. I took the sponge, it had like a little sponge. I took it out. I never used it anyway, so it's so pretty. Then you could use a beauty blender, you could use your fingers. I prefer to use a brush, synthetic one. This is a brush from Laura Mercier. And I like to apply a little bit lower by dabbing it. This is literally looking like skin. Like this highlighter does not look like you're shining from the space. It's absolutely beautiful to be used during the day as well. All right, now this makeup look, I think it looks totally fine without lashes. However, if you want to make it look more festive, check out, damn, I've already applied the glue on them. They're the Ardell Naked lashes. I applied the glue and then I let it sit for a little bit. They look like this, the box. I bought them actually when I was in the US from Ulta. Now check out how natural these lashes look. I didn't apply in here. Yeah, you got it. Alright guys, now for those of you who have very dry skin or dehydrated skin, and if you want a boost of that glow after you've applied your makeup, maybe you've applied just a pinch more setting powder, I recommend this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This is not the very first time I talk about it. You could even use this if you, for example, work at home, you don't have makeup on. You could definitely spray this from time to time on your skin just to keep it hydrated. Like I said, it's definitely amazing on top of makeup as well, and you need to apply just a tiny little bit. So one pump. And believe it or not, that's like enough. Man, this foundation looks so good. Why did I stop using it ever? Alright guys, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. This way I know what content I should focus more on, and make sure that you're subscribed. A lot of people that are watching my videos, they're not subscribed to my channel, so just wanted to tell you that it would mean a lot to me and it will help me a lot if you would subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram if you wish. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. In here. Now I gotta go to Monopoly and get paper towels. Babe, how would it look like with my hair like this?
Short.
Oh look! I don't know what's wrong with you. I look perfect like this. Victoria Beckham vibes. Alfalfa. I need to find a wig.